Ladies and gentlemen, with Skyblock levels fast approaching, now is the time to prepare. And I have a method that will gain you probably 10 to 25 levels in Skyblock levels when it releases. Let's launch right into it. So you might be asking yourself, well, Derailious, 25 levels sounds like a lot, so how are we going to get that quickly? And the answer is very simple. We're going to start with the easiest thing to grind, the museum. And now you might be saying, well, the museum is based on wealth, something that I really don't have. Well, if you look here, you can see that museum progression is 2,000 total experience, and it increases the more things you donate to the museum. It's not based on how much money you've donated, but the amount of items. And as you can see, every single donation is 10 or 15 Skyblock XP each. So in order to actually get this number much higher, you need to get all of the garbage items in the game, and I'm being serious, and dump them in the museum. If you get all of the items on this row and on this row, the majority of them anyway, you will be doing more than fine. A lot of these items seem to have a lot of value, but I think that if you go very quickly and you go for these items, you will get a ton of them in the museum and gain a ton of levels really fast. For instance, look at this. The farm suit, mushroom armor, angler, pumpkin, cactus, leaflet, lapis, miner's outfit, golem, miner, rotten, hardened diamond, mineral, fairy. All of these armor sets are completely trash, and they're cheap as hell. So if you want them, you need to go now and get all of these and dump them into the museum. As well, we have rarities: rancher's boots, farmer boots, bonzo's mask, squid boots, obsidian chestplate, lantern helmet, radiant power orb, revived heart. I understand that people like some of these items to not necessarily be in the museum, but if you have them, you should put them in the museum, because that equates to up to 20 Skyblock levels by itself. And if you grind this just a little bit, you will be likely at least halfway through the museum tasks. Now, for the rest of the levels, we're going to split between a couple of specific things. We're not really going to worry about skills, although I do recommend that you get your skills up whenever you can. We're going to worry about slayers, we're going to worry about bestiary progress, and we're going to worry about collections. Collections is the easiest of the three to get. You simply pick your thing that you don't have maxed out, and you grind it for a little while. Every single tier is 4 Skyblock XP each, stuff that you really cannot miss. If you get all of this done, that's an extra 24 levels. Now, I know most endgame players will probably only be gaining, like, for me, for instance, only 4 or 5 levels out of this. This is nowhere near the 25 that we're talking about. So we have right here, the bestiary is another way to gain a ton of levels somewhat quickly. I want to keep in mind, though, that this one is much slower and much grindier, so I recommend doing this last. But if you get your milestone up, if you go into catacombs, for instance, and start farming all of these mobs, you will be gaining a ton. And that also levels up your catacombs, your class level, your dungeon boss collection, and even increases your complete dungeons task. If you do all of the master mode and regular catacombs modes, you get an extra 2.7 levels. Now, not to mention, you also get them for defeating a Slayer boss for the first time, and for every Slayer level. At level 6 and above, for every single Slayer, you will be gaining a level per level up. That is a lot to think about right there. I think that I have pretty decent stats. I'm at like 8, 7, 7, 3, and then 1. I don't really do much Blaze Slayer, I'm going to be honest. But if I just spent a little more time grinding out to level 9 in the first few, I would be gaining tons of Skyblock levels really fast. Not to mention the fact that that would be working towards skill level ups as well. So the idea is to think about and strategically look at the Skyblock XP in general, and to look at what you can do to gain levels fast. If you don't have commissions done, you should do them. If you don't have the dojo done, you should do that. All of these things give you a ton to work with. Now, you might be thinking, well, Derailious, what is the reason behind getting your level as high as you can? And the answer is simple. You want to flex. Flexing on your friends, flexing on your enemies, flexing on everyone in Skyblock. And isn't that really the goal of Skyblock? To obtain obscene amounts of wealth and flaunt it at all those who do not have it. That is the fundamental goal of this game. Overall though, thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it and found it helpful, please make sure to leave a like and subscribe down below. Join my Discord as well, as it's the best way to keep up with my content. I hope you enjoyed this different style of video. I thought it was pretty fun to make. And look to the future, fellas, because I will see you then. Thanks for watching.